Let's frickin' go. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. It's not fair. Jack Doherty arrested and facing 7 years in prison. Chat, people are finally getting what they frickin' deserve. Let's do it. What is this?
It is safe to say Jack Doherty's year just keeps getting worse because he was just arrested. The dude, known for harassing strangers on the street, then hiding behind his bodyguard, has essentially been one of the largest internet punching bags for a while now. And you know, instead of him taking a step back and figuring out why people are treating him like this, because honestly, it's pretty easy to see why.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What you gonna do? What you gonna do, little bro?
Such a clown.
What you gonna do?
Man.
Yeah, instead of doing anything with that.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I got my bodyguard here. Yeah, bro. Yeah, you can hide behind being mean to other people if you just hire a bodyguard. That's how it works, right?
Behavior, he just kind of doubles down into what he calls his villain arc. And I guess this villain arc is just running an OF management, continuing to harass strangers on stream, and he obviously doesn't take things too well when people talk about how he clings to his security.
He just wants his dad to hold his hand. Yeah.
But today, with his arrest, there was something that was confirmed from the McKinley podcast that we covered a couple weeks ago. Essentially, his ex went onto a podcast and spent about 5 hours talking about how awful it was living and working with Jack. And she specifically went over his stimulant usage, which is one of the reasons he was arrested now. And I also do want to say real quick, the podcast is kind of like a crabs in the bucket situation, as both people involved are just scumbags. Now, obviously, that doesn't justify Jack hospitalizing her on purpose for content, because
I think what happened was, like, he flipped a golf cart on purpose, and then she had to go to the hospital because it, like, broke her leg or her ankle.
He wanted to do a funny moment and flip the golf cart with her in it. Man. But still, as soon as she left that relationship, she continued to promote her OF through slandering other creators like Mr. Beast and even Lacey. And honestly, it's pretty much straightforward. Good people don't make up stuff like that about others for money. That's pretty simple. True. But today, while I was having coffee, I saw this come across my feed. Content creator Jack Doherty arrested in Florida. Oh boy.
Stinky.
So let's check out.
I'm surprised he didn't get arrested for doing that car accident in his McLaren or whatever it was. I can't believe that.
This footage here. All right, so we have part one here.
What? No. I got it. Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got it. Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Yo, back up. Yo. Where do you want to go? You want to back up?
What is he doing with his phone? Why did he grab his phone back to do that? Was that the resisting part?
Funny. You want to be funny? Try to get on the street. Go on the street. I don't know who the you think you are, bro. I'm getting out the street. No, you're not. He was trying after I.
Dude, energy meets energy. Finally, a no BS police officer just hands it to him.
Who the are you, bro? I was trying to walk up the street, but doesn't matter, bro. All you had to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. That's it, bro.
Did he try the I'm just kidding shit? Of course he did. That's his go-to. It's like a defensive response.
Filming something in the middle of the road and was probably asked to leave, and he kept filming his bit. That's my guess. Okay, wow, he was like smack in the middle of the road.
Everything gotta be some goddamn content, man.
That's the security guard, I'm assuming, complaining about this was all over some content. Okay. Here, let's check out part two here.
What did he do?
He was running a steak hand. He was doing a gambling thing.
Okay, so he was filming some ad for steak or something.
Gotta be some goddamn content.
All over an ad for a gambling website. Nah, dude. 7 years for blocking the road for some gambling ad filming.
Okay, and that's the clip of his security venting about it.
Yes.
Okay, confirming it was content.
Oh my god. Yo, what up, Raiders? Yo, Brigida, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
Right. Right. We have very limited information. Obviously, this happened in Miami Beach, but the police did apparently make a statement about this, calling him a, in quote, shithead. So here last evening, Miami Beach police arrested a social media influencer, Jack Doherty, as he was walking in the middle of a busy street while live streaming and ignoring the repeated officer demands to clear the roadway.
What do you think's gonna happen if you tell a cop no? Like, it's a cop. Like, I understand if it's like another person and you're like, what? It's illegal. Is it illegal to stand in the middle of the road? Like, it's a cop. They're the law. You think that your I'm kidding is gonna, like, get you out of jail?
Bravo to the men and women of Miami Beach PD. Ensuring that entitled little heads like this know that if you come to Miami Beach, you will respect our city, respect our men and women in blue, and respect our laws, makes our entire community better. Our incredible law enforcement have my full support enforcing our laws regardless of someone's color, social media account, bank account, or any other arbitrary measure that leads people to wrongly believe they have special entitlement in our city. That's a quote from Commissioner Joe Magazine. And what's interesting as well is, like, this is all coming off of a viral confrontation he had just a couple days ago, which I think also happened at Miami Beach.
It's very understandable what you're doing. Like, the fact that your fans like and make hundreds of thousands, if not millions, it's like, who wouldn't do that? But I just think that it's degenerate. I think you're ruining, your image, absolutely. But I guess, like, with what's in return, it doesn't really matter.
There's like no image and no money, and like maybe not the best image, but a lot of money. It's like,
yeah, but
you pimped girls. What's your input on this? You pimped girls in your McMansion. Yeah, you're one to talk. What are you opening your mouth for?
I mean, like,
that is the dumbest justification of that, though.
The same image, and we all hang out with each other. That's all that matters.
Yeah, but their souls are gone at the end of the day.
Well, our parents still love us, so
yeah,
that's all that matters. You know, you don't have to please the world. You know, that's the thing.
You don't think your soul is gone? I would definitely disagree.
I feel like this is very common backlash they get, though.
You know?
I don't. Yeah, they could say that about me, but it wouldn't be true. You know, there's
the same thing with them too. You know, it's like people can say it, but it's not true. You know, they're also like completely normal people. You know.
Well, do you acknowledge the fact that you'll never likely be able to have a relationship that's like permanent?
I have to say, relationships still going.
Yeah.
Don't say it on stream. No, I'm kidding.
But anyone who's like willing to put up with your whole package, I feel like is not going to be someone who's
She's a lot to put up with, Grace. A lot of food comes with her. A lot of sassy frat.
Maybe I'm being negative and I'm not with the times, but I just don't see any man willing to take you on.
There are plenty of men that will take her on. She's hot and makes a lot of money. There are a lot of men that would still do it. That's kind of a dumb argument, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, now what? He has no choice now, like, but to find a man that's gonna take her on.
Well, yeah, no, you gotta double down on your. I'd be like, definitely gotta double down on it.
So that clip went pretty viral, but this is like the extremely common feedback that they get. So I'm kind of surprised that Jack hasn't came up with better comebacks when people are giving him the same thing over and over again.
Sure.
But I mean, at this point, I feel like it's very clear that people dislike how they promote themselves, as they essentially paddle this adult content straight to kids.
Yes, I think that peddling this to kids, there was that one viral video of those like middle schoolers talking to that 18-year-old OF model out in the street and be like, yeah, I've seen your pictures. And I'm like, I would fucking die. Like, little kids, like, really? And they're walking up to you in the street? Yeah, I think that's gross. I think that's weird.
It's very clear by the way they market themselves. A little bit of a stretch though, but the dude did call him out for being soulless, and now they were arrested for filming a gambling promotion in the middle of the street. Either way,
Of all the places too, like, why?
though, Jack's bodyguard might be feeling like this right now. So I mean, going off of the information that we have
I don't think so. I think he probably paid him a pretty penny to keep him quote unquote safe. I don't think he's free. I think he's just happy that he doesn't have to deal with the bullshit that comes with the money.
Right now,
probably
I feel like you're
stressful.
filming some
I
sort of
won't
gambling
lie.
promotion in the middle of the road. The cops claimed he was streaming, but I couldn't verify that he was. So again, I think they were just filming some sort of stake promo or something like that. So yeah, I'm just
Yep.
guessing it was some gambling promo in the middle of the street. And naturally, he was breaking the law while in possession of things that he shouldn't have. So he was being a complete moron. But with him, that's nothing new because his entire life is kind of like a skill issue. And currently, he's now facing 7 years in prison.
And
So
it all started because he was doing like door-to-door pranks when he was like 12 years old. Chat, his oldest videos are kind of really tame in comparison, and then they started escalating. He was like 12 or 13 when he started YouTube, I mean. And now
Jack
he's going
Doherty
to
just got hit with 3
jail.
separate charges in Florida, and the max penalties are worse than what people think. Because he's facing a felony for possession of controlled substances, which alone can carry 5 years in prison. Then he has possession of
Oh
under
my God.
20 G's of that Bob Marley special, which is
Who
a
the frick walks out in the street and blocks cops while having amphetamines and weed on you? It's like the most narcissistic, egotistical syndrome where it's like, who's the guy that flew too close to the sun and then his wings melted off? You know what I'm talking about? That myth. Yeah, like he basically flew too close to the sun and then he like blew off his wings. Icarus, yes, that was it. Exactly. This idiot's ego got so massive and he was like, I can do whatever I want. His brain just completely shut off. Whatever left was of his brain, and he just did whatever he wanted.
first-degree misdemeanor with up to 1 year in jail, and then on top of that, he's being charged with resisting an officer without violence, which is another possible year. So altogether stacked, he's technically looking at up to 7 years behind bars in an
And
absolute
Florida
worst
don't
case
fuck
scenario.
around.
Realistically, though, he probably won't see anything near this because, you know, from what I can tell, he's a first-time offender, so he'll probably just end up getting probation or some sort of diversion. Overall, though, I don't really see this as being a super big deal, ironically. He likely has a stimulant prescription, he has a personal use amount of bud, and obviously resisting arrest and being a moron on the street, that's probably the worst thing going for him here, unless whatever stimulants he had on him were not prescribed to him. Then he could actually be in a whole nother world of trouble. So the most likely outcome of all
He
this
might
is
not
probably,
have
you know, some fines and probation. But from what I can tell, as of recording this video, he hasn't been bailed out yet. So that's also kind of interesting. But I mean, hey, knowing him, he'll probably slither his way out of this. So subscribe if you're new, because I'm trying to get about 2 million subscribers here, because we're getting really close, and it'll be dope if we hit that sometime soon. But other than
That'd be
that, I'll
sick.
see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you so much for the support. Peace.
No way. He's gonna get a plea, probably. I cannot believe it, man. Finally, some justice. Unfortunately, he's already out on bail, man. Fuck, are you kidding me? Hold on, Jack Doherty. Bail. His bail was only $3,500? God, man. Yeah, his parents probably paid that shit off. Dude, they should set bail for, like, based on your income, too, I feel like. With this guy, he probably makes, like, a couple of $100,000 a year. They should make that based off of, you know... They should make it based off his income.